everybody means welcome, so welcome aboard. Slide all the way across those seats, make yourself nice and comfortable. Once we're out there on the reserve, there'll be no standing at any point. Look how cute that baby is. Watch your fingers and your toes on the right-hand side. Those doors are going to be sliding closed. Meet your mind for the next 2 weeks. Hopefully I'll bring you all back this time.
See you in 2 weeks.
Okay.
I'll feed you both.
Okay, thank you. Everyone wave goodbye! It's time for us to start our 2-week safari. Jambo, everyone, that's we say hello here in Africa. My name is Jessica, although I like to go by Jess. Everyone say Jambo Jess.
Jambo Jess.
Welcome aboard. Anyone going on their first safari ever?
Put your hand up.
Yay! And who's been on safari before? Okay, so we got a few new people. Don't tell them any of your secrets, okay? People who've been on before. We're going to be heading up towards the warden's post up here, and once we get our ground clearance, we'll be heading into the reserve. Up above you is a game spawning guide that'll help you identify some of the animals. You probably won't get to see all the different animals, but we usually have some pretty good luck out there, so we'll see how it goes. I do know that the zebra are migrating right now, so we probably won't have any luck seeing them, although they have a really close relative, the wildebeest. We might be able to see them. They're out there somewhere. I do ask that everyone remain completely seated for me. There is no standing on this safari. If you can stay seated, I can stop so you can take pictures of the animals, although I can only stop for about 5 seconds at a time. So if you have a camera, I suggest you get your camera out and ready. Once we enter the reserve, you can start seeing animals at any point, so you're going to want to have that camera out at all times. This reserve was established in 1971 to protect the animals. Over the years, the animals have gotten really used to us, which is great because we love to take pictures of them. And unfortunately, it's not so good for the animals. They're getting very used to seeing humans out there, and poachers come out. And poachers come, they take our animals. We don't like that. So we now have wardens, and wardens are the ones who help protect the animals. In fact, we're going to check in with one right now and let them know we're on the way. Airborne Warden, this is Simba 1 checking in. Do you copy me? Over.
Simba 1, this is Warden Wilson Mutua. Over.
Jambo Wilson, I'm entering at the Little Tree Forest. Over.
I'm Jambo, Simba 1. Keep your eyes open and drive carefully. You should see lots of animals.
I see a dark brown animal on your right-hand side, has a white face and zebra spawning. That is the okapi. The okapi is a very shy, reclusive animal. Wasn't even discovered as a species until about 1901. Before that, people thought that the okapi was a mythical creature. Although they kind of look like a horse, kind of look like a zebra, they're not related to either of those animals. Anyone know what the okapi is related to?
Giraffe.
Nicely done. They're the other member of the giraffe family, which is very surprising, being that they don't have that long neck. They don't have the same kind of spotting. The best way you can tell is they have the same skull as the giraffe. On your left-hand side is a watering hole. Watering holes are very important. Even the most endangered animals will come out here. On occasion, you'll see rhinos out here, which is what I'm hoping to see, although they are very hard to find. Sometimes you'll see the black rhinos out here. They have skin 1 inch thick and charge just speeds of 35 miles per hour. Ah, yes, look way out there on your left-hand side, right at the end of that red clay wall, there are 2 blackbirds, and there's an animal that kind of looks like a rock, but that is a black rhino. Anyone know what those rhinos are hunted for? Their horns. Yep, that's right. They are hunted for their horns. A very sad story, but one of the good things is their numbers are on the rise. Thanks to reserves like this one. Some big black and white birds down here on your left-hand side. They're kind of hard to see, but there is one really big black and white one. Those are the saddle-billed storks. We call them the lovebirds here on the reserve. They pick one mate and stay with that mate up to 40 years at a time. A light brown animal on your right-hand side, an animal known as the greater kudu. The greater kudu is the second tallest antelope in all of Africa, stand over 5 feet tall at the shoulder. Both of the ones that I can see are females. Anyone know how you can tell? No horns. Nicely done. You might also get to see a bongo. Now, this animal is very hard to see. You're going to have to look up in between the trees, straight up on your right-hand side. It's an orange animal. It's laying down. Let's see if maybe we can see a little bit further up. He's hiding out really, really far back there. Okay, let's keep on moving. I might be able to get to see him from this all the way over here, but I don't think so. Look straight back in between the trees. There's an orange animal that has white stripes. That's the bongo. There's 2 of them up there, and they're hiding out really well. We call that animal the ghost of the forest, and you can clearly see why. Or not so clearly in this case. We're going to head out of the forest. All the animals in the forest are meant to camouflage, which is why they're so hard to find at sometimes. But we are heading into the Safi River. The Safi River is a really good place to see animals like hippos. Now, hippos are aquatic animals, spend most of their time in the water. Only really come out of the water at night to eat their food, eating up to 100 pounds of food at night. Full-grown hippo can weigh about 3,000 pounds. There's two of them coming up on your right-hand side. We're going to have to drive through the water, nothing too serious though. You don't usually see hippos out of the water like this. They're usually in the water. They do naturally hold their breath up to 8 minutes at a time. So when they're in the water, it's natural for them to just come up and take your breath about every 8 minutes. But when they're out of the water, it makes it much easier. They're also more susceptible out of the water to being attacked.
I did.
Those big blackbirds are vultures. They're scavenger birds. Although they look pretty dangerous, they're not very dangerous at all. The blackbirds eat all the different parasites that are found off the animals, so it's kind of like a mutual friendship. The animals stay nice and healthy, and the birds get fed. We've got some pelicans out here in the loft. Those are the pink-eyed pelicans. They love to hunt in groups. Oh, I see a whole other group of hippos out here. That is what you call a bloat of hippos. Hippos are some of the most deadly mammals in all of Africa. When it gets really, really murky in this water, they look like rocks just sitting there. People tend to get just a little bit too close to them. Sometimes you also see the hippos walking through the water. They don't swim too well since they're the swimming, they walk. We've got a pretty old bridge coming up ahead. Make sure you stay seated, because underneath this bridge there are always Nile crocodile. The Nile crocodile are very large and very aggressive, much more so than their cousins, the American alligator. In fact, they slam down their jaws about 1,200 pressure per square inch, strong enough to break through bone in one single snap of those jaws. They have their mouths open. Anyone know why they keep their mouths open?
Ventilation.
Yeah, that's how they help keep their body nice and cool. A lot of people think it's because they're hungry, but no, that's how they help keep their body nice and cool. If they get a little bit too hot, they can always open up that mouth to cool down their body. If they get a little bit too cold, they go sit in the sun to warm up their bodies. Either way, they got some very large teeth, so we're going to get out of here. Hold on nice and tight, though. We're going to start heading towards the grassland, see what kind of luck we can have out there.
Simba 1, come in.
Simba 1 here, I'm still looking for animals. Over.
Just wanted to let you know that my ground patrol has seen a lot of elephant activity near the Red Point Pit. You definitely want to check out that area.
Thanks for letting me know, Warden. I'll start heading that way right now. Over. Take a look at this tree on your right-hand side. We call that tree the baobab tree. It's also got the nickname the upside-down tree because it looks like the roots are coming out of the top of the tree instead of out of the bottom. It is the perfect example of how we're going into a brand new ecosystem. This ecosystem is the Serengeti grasslands, home to some of your favorite animals like elephants and giraffe, as well as millions of other migrating animals every single year. There's a lot of animals out here. I see some giraffe way across the distance. We're probably going to get a little bit close to them, but I want to go see the antelope that are up here on your right-hand side. They're down on the ground in the tall grasses. Those are sable antelope. If you look really closely, they do have babies with them. The sable antelope are born a light brown color. They get progressively darker as they get older. That dark brown, almost black colored one is the dominant male. That's how he shows his dominance. Beautiful long horns that you see, they use for protection, to protect their faces. They may run away from any predators that'll be around.
You took a picture of it? Oh, look, I see giraffes over here.
Let's see if maybe we can get a little bit closer to those giraffes out there. Now, every single animal plays a very specific part to the beautiful landscape out here. Elephants are kind of like bulldozers. They like to push over all the trees, stomp down all the grasses. The giraffe are more like pruning shears. They eat all the leaves on the undersides of the trees. Antelope, zebra, and wildebeest are like lawn mowers because they usually are eating away at the grasses. And the small animals like the gazelle are what we call the trimmers because they trim up whatever is left over. It does make for a perfect and complete ecosystem where everyone gets just a little bit of food. This species of giraffe on your left-hand side is the reticulated giraffe. The reticulated giraffe stands about 20 feet tall. Babies are born 6 feet tall. They have a rectangular pattern. That's where they get their name from the Latin word reticulato, which means netting. Look at this giraffe coming up really close to us on your left-hand side. A very different pattern, a pattern known as an oak leaf pattern. This is the Maasai giraffe. The Maasai giraffe only stands about 15 feet tall. Another one here on your right is going to come right up by the truck here. Again, that's the Maasai giraffe. All these four that are coming up to us are the Maasai giraffes. A lot of people think that the Maasais are babies, but they are not. They're full grown at the size. They won't get any bigger. Let's see if we can have a little bit of luck right up here. Yeah, look at this. 3 of them. The dominant male is the one with the biggest horns. Not the longest, but the biggest. These animals aren't used for meat or milk or anything else. They're just used for show. Typically, the king owned them in Africa. That's where they get one of their many nicknames, the king's cattle. Also got some wildebeest coming up on your right-hand side, my favorite hoof stock. Wildebeest have the largest migration in all of Africa. They estimate 1.5 million of them migrate every single year. Such a large migration, they claim you can see the wildebeest migrating from outer space. There's also one lone gray animal that's laying down kind of by the tree stump. That's a water buck. The water buck secretes a mucus that makes his coat waterproof. Area. There's a good place here. Elephant country over.
Keep your eyes open for me. We picked up a baby elephant that was wandering off on its own. We can't find the mother. I'm afraid poachers may be in the reserve.
Definitely no good news, Wilson. I'll keep my eyes open for you. If I see anything unusual going on, I'll let you know. Over. There are some mandrill monkeys on your left-hand side. Same kind of monkey Rafiki was supposed to be in the Lion King. They have big red and blue markings on their body. Full-grown male, who weigh about 100 pounds. There's a baby walking around. Look at that. Keep your eyes open. There's a baby in those trees. Oh, there he goes. Elephants here on the reserve. Our newest one was born August 24th, little baby boy. Mom had a pregnancy of 22 months. Baby's born about 315 pounds. Yeah, it's a pretty large elephant. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Leave that, leave that, leave that, leave that, leave that! Okay, good job. Good thing we have such a good driver because we made it across. Looks like there's a large female way out there. There's quite a few of them out there, about 2 or 3 of them. If you look, they're flapping their ears back and forth. Elephants flap their ears back and forth to help keep their body nice and cool, kind of like how the crocodiles open up their mouth. We as humans sweat, but the elephants can't do that, so they'll take dirt, mud, grass, anything else, toss it onto their back or flap their ears. Also, tossing that dirt on their back, make sure that they don't sunburn, because they do sunburn very easily. This large watering hole in front of us is usually where we get pretty good spotting of the elephant. Those up ahead, these are the greater flamingo. The greater flamingo are the lightest colored flamingo born on the reserve. In fact, when they're born, they are not born this pretty pink color. They are born gray. Their feathers will eventually turn white, and then their feathers will turn pink. That's thanks to their diet. Anyone know what they eat? Shrimp and krill. Nicely done. Extinct. We see a cheetah coming up on your left-hand side. Very hard animal to spot, and it's laying in the grass.
Timberman, I see you on the junction. I suggest you go west. It will be worth it.
You got it, Wilson. I'll start heading that way. If you look right in the grass, there's a bush, and right behind that bush, there's almost like lions. Now, don't get too excited. The male lion sleeps about 20 hours a day. He's only really active for 2 hours at dawn and 2 hours at dusk. While the female lion, the lioness, does all the work. She'll go hunting, take care of all the cubs. The male sleeps most of the day away. No sign of them on this side. Oh, I see some antelope way up on your right. Oh, and on your left. So we got 2 different species of antelope. The one on your left is the scimitar horned oryx. It's named for the shape of their horn. Same shape as the scimitar sword. There's also a dark brown one up on the hillside known as the bontebok. The bontebok is extinct in the wild. Unfortunately, they've been hunted to extinction because of their coats. I was hoping that we might be able to see that rhino from this angle, but I'm not seeing anything over here. I got a female lion laying down on your left-hand side.
Way up on top of the hill.
A female lion does all the hunting as well as taking care of all the cubs. They're more active at night because they a light brown color means that he's younger. A dark brown color means that he's a little bit older.
He's eating something.
We've got some ostriches coming up on your left-hand side as well. Large clutch of eggs. There's 4 eggs down here. Those eggs weigh about 3 pounds a piece. They're very durable. They'll stand a ton of pressure. The black ostrich is typically the male ostrich as they guard the eggs at night. The females are gray in color because they typically guard the eggs during the day. Now you can see that they have wings. Although they have wings, they cannot fly. So instead they run up to speeds of 40 miles an hour.
40? Yeah, it's fast.
Another female ostrich way out on your right-hand side. Although no sign of that rhino that was walking around earlier. Very hard to find. I guess we'll keep on moving and see if we can find any up ahead. Gates to the reserve have been opened. I'm pretty sure that the poachers are out here off the reserve. I'm going to try and follow them. Can you tell me what direction they might be heading? Over.
The poachers are heading east. Keep going, and you drive them to my front lawn. Over.
You got it, Warden. I'm heading that way right now. Over. Uh-oh. Geysers up ahead. We're in a geyser field, and these geysers shoot out really hot water. You can even see the steam coming off of them. We're going to have to use a little bit of teamwork. On the count of 3, we're going to lean as far left as we can. Make sure you don't get wet. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go, 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 go. Oh, no, those guys on both sides leading. Quick, 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 quick. Lean in, don't get wet. I see a camp up ahead. That definitely looks like a poacher's camp.
Thanks to you, they are now both safe. Of course, there's Shana everywhere.
Well, look at that. We helped save a baby elephant. Copy that, Wilson. Thank you so much for all your help. I'll talk to you just a little bit. That and far too final. Instead, I say a Swahili word that means to go well. That word is kwaharini. So kwaharini, everyone.
Kwaharini.